So, are you actually thinking about leaving Mobile Legends Bang Bang? Yeah, honestly, me too. Even if you're not ready to make the switch just yet, don't scroll away because there's a lot going on behind the scenes and you need to hear it. I'm SoloZag, and today I'm breaking down why so many players and even top creators are starting to move toward Honor of Kings. Let's start with BTK. Yep, the BTK with Mobazane, Hoon, and Chicken. They've officially walked away from Mobile Legends, and they're not alone. Akosi Doji, one of the biggest and most respected streamers in Asia and someone I personally look up to, has also made the jump. And hey, if you're enjoying this breakdown, show some love. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with your friends. If we hit 1,000 likes, I'm giving away a free legendary skin to one lucky subscriber. Let's make it happen. Okay, so in both games, we still have 3 lanes that lead to the enemy base. Simple enough, right? What Mobile Legends calls the EXP lane is known as the Clash lane in Honor of Kings. The mid lane and the jungle are pretty much the same in both games. And that gold lane, you know, for marksmen and supports in Mobile Legends, that's the farm lane in Honor of Kings. Map layout and jungle monsters. You'll find some familiar faces on the map too. Both games have the blue buff for mana and cooldown and the red buff for extra damage and a slow effect. So no surprises there. But Honor of Kings does have a couple of unique jungle monsters. In the farm lane, you'll find the Firehawk, which gives 100 gold to your whole team. The Primal Portal in the Clash lane gives you extra experience and a cool teleportation skill. All right, let's talk about something exciting. If you're switching from Mobile Legends to Honor of Kings, you might be wondering, are there heroes that feel familiar? Oh yeah, you'll feel right at home because so many heroes in Honor of Kings play just like the ones you already love in Mobile Legends. Let's go role by role, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Marksman, the late game beast we all rely on. First up, Solaris from Honor of Kings is like the classic Mobile Legends hero Mia. Both are solid auto attack heavy marksmen, simple, reliable, and they bring a bit of crowd control or vision to help out the team. Then we've got Lady Sun. If you're a Layla main, you're going to love her. Long range, massive scaling, and those piercing ultimates, they hurt a lot. Now Marco Polo, he's basically the love child of Clint and Claude, dashing in, spraying bullets, and creating area of effect chaos everywhere. Super fun to play and absolutely deadly in team fights. D-Ren-J gives big Natan energy. He throws projectiles, deals area damage, and yes, he can stun. Perfect if you love staying at a safe distance while still controlling the fight. And of course, the stylish one, Flowborn. If you're a Wan main, this is your hero. High mobility, constant repositioning, and deadly combos if played right. Pure movement-based chaos. Now for the mages. The spellcasters that carry late game fights. Angela from Honor of Kings feels a lot like Gord from Mobile Legends. Long range beam ultimate? Absolutely. Massive damage? Definitely. Add in some area skills and crowd control and she's just as deadly from a distance. Then we've got Fire Razor. Straight up Valir vibes. Burn damage, knockbacks, mid lane pressure, and a passive that makes the fire even more dangerous. Xiao Xiao is adorable, but don't let that fool you. She's a lot like Nana, mischievous, ranged, and bursty, throwing out magical projectiles with crowd control mixed in. Now Lady Zhen, she's basically the Ice Queen. Think Aurora with that area of effect freeze power. Deadly in big fights and so satisfying when you lock down the entire enemy team. Let's talk fighters and assassins, the playmakers. Zilong in Honor of Kings is a beast. Just like Saber in Mobile Legends, he's all about mobility, quick bursts, and chasing down targets before they even know what hit them. Ying brings the Benedetta vibes. She dashes, she slices, she hits multiple targets, and yes, she's a monster in the jungle. Arthur gives us Balmond energy, a big, durable frontliner who can start fights and hold the line. But Arthur plays a little more offensive, like a bruiser with some extra punch. And how can we forget Guan Yu? If you love Leo Mord, this is your guy. Mounted fast and perfect for charging through enemies and creating pure chaos. Then we have Charlotte, the stylish duelist. Think Lancelot with grace and power. She's quick, clean, and if you've got the mechanics, you'll dominate. Diane Wei is like a bulkier Zilong. He can dive in, tank through fights, and still deal big area damage. And finally, Elaine, the lifesteal king. If Alucard is your jam, you'll feel right at home. Dive in, soak up the damage, and heal it all back while cutting enemies down. Tanks and supports, the backbone of every team. Void Caller, he's your Franco. The hook, it's there. The pick potential, deadly. And that suppression ultimate, game-changing if you time it right. And last but not least, Ming, pure support. Just like Estes, he keeps your whole squad alive with constant healing and sustain. You'll never want a team fight without him. So yeah, if you've got a favorite hero in Mobile Legends, chances are you'll find someone in Honor of Kings who plays just like them, maybe even better. Whether you're a burst mage, a flashy assassin, assassin, or a carry marksman, the transition to Honor of Kings is smoother than you think. Let me know, which hero are you trying first? Just remember, while the roles and some skills are similar, the exact numbers, animations, and how they feel to play can be a bit different. Honor of Kings sometimes has slightly more complex hero abilities than Mobile Legends' generally more straightforward approach. But hey, if you have a favorite hero in one game, you'll likely find a similar playstyle in the other. Alright, let's talk about the item system. If you're switching over to Honor of Kings, one of the first things you'll notice is, hey, this actually feels kind of familiar. Don't stress. Once you break it down by role, most builds will feel right at home. Let's start with the assassins and junglers. If you're used to playing heroes like Lancelot or Gusion in Mobile Legends, then you've probably rocked items like Raptor, Machete, Blade of Heptases, or Malefic Roar, right? Well, in Honor of Kings, the same vibe continues. You'll want items like Rapacious Bite for jungle damage, Shadow Ripper for that burst, and either Starbreaker or Axe of Torment to slice through armor. Same concept. Clear fast, burst hard, and shred their defenses. Now, let's move on to the tanks and initiators. In Mobile Legends, you've got your essentials. Blade armor, Dominance Ice, Athena's shield. Big, tanky, and full of utility. Honor of Kings brings the same tools to the table. Spike Mail reflects damage, Blazing Cape shuts down healing, and Succubus Cloak gives you solid magic resistance. It's all about surviving, engaging, and peeling for your team, just like before. Now, let's talk mages. If you're used to building stuff like Lightning Truncheon, Enchanted Talisman, or Divine Glaive, you'll feel right at home again. In Honor of Kings, that translates to Scepter of Reverberation for burst, Holy Grail for mana and cooldown, and Void Staff to slice through enemy magic defense. Clean, effective, familiar, and of course, the Marksman, your trusty carries. If you loved Windtalker, Berserker's Fury, and Malefic Roar in Mobile Legends, then say hello to your new best friends, Shadow Ripper, Eternity Blade, Bloodweeper, and Starbreaker. Attack speed, crit chance, lifesteal, everything you need to melt the front line and carry the game. So yeah, switching over isn't as scary as it sounds. Same roles, same builds, just new names and new ways to dominate. And finally, let's talk about supports. If you're the kind of player who loves running with heroes like Estus or Lolita, then you already know the drill. Healing items, anti-heal effects, and those aura-based tools that keep your team alive. Well, good news. Honor of Kings has got you covered too. You've got the Holy Grail for healing and cooldown reduction, Boots of Deftness for that extra mobility to stay in position, and the Venomous Staff to shut down enemy healing with some powerful anti-heal. So yeah, if you're used to supporting your squad in Mobile Legends, you'll feel right at home in Honor of Kings. Just a different name, same job, keeping the team strong. Let me walk you through the most similar spells between the two games in plain, simple language. First up, we have Flash in Honor of Kings, and yep, that's basically Flicker from Mobile Legends. It lets you blink a short distance, great for escaping, chasing, or pulling off those clutch plays like a surprise ultimate with a tank. Then there's Healing Light, which is just like Mobile Legends' heal. It gives you and your nearby allies a burst of HP. It's especially useful in early skirmishes or when you're trying to survive team fights. Now for the junglers, in Honor of Kings, you'll use a spell called Smite. It works just like Retribution in Mobile Legends. You use it to farm faster, secure buffs, and even contest objectives like the dragon. And just like Mobile Legends' upgraded Retribution types, Punish in Honor of Kings can evolve like adding a slow or extra damage. Next is Sprint. Again, just like Sprint in Mobile Legends, it gives you a big movement speed boost for a few seconds. It's perfect for repositioning in fights or escaping when things get messy. Then we have Purify. Same name, same job. It removes crowd control effects like stuns or slows. Super useful when the enemy team is full of CC heroes like Kai, Lucian, or Lady Jen. Ignite or Execute in Honor of Kings is very similar to Mobile Legends' Execute. It deals true damage to low HP enemies. Perfect for finishing off someone who's just out of reach. Lastly, there's a spell called Disrupt in Honor of Kings. It's a bit unique. It lets you disable enemy turrets for a few seconds. Mobile Legends doesn't really have this one, but think of it like a mix of Petrify and map control utility. And to keep mobile heroes in check, there's a new spell called Prison Sprite, which no other MOBA currently has. All right, so let's sum it all up nice and easy. Flash in Honor of Kings? Yeah, that's basically Flicker in Mobile Legends. Quick blink, clutch plays, you already know. Healing, that's your go-to heal. Same purpose, save yourself and your squad when things get messy. Punish is just like Retribution. If you're jungling, you'll feel right at home. Farm fast, secure buffs, take objectives, boom. Sprint, yep, same in both games. Need to get out, chase someone down, or just move faster in a fight? That's the one. Purify, also the same. Crowd control ruining your day? Pop this, cleanse it all, breathe again, Execute. In Honor of Kings is pretty much Execute for Mobile Legends. Low health enemy, boom, gone. Simple and satisfying. Now here's where things get interesting. Disrupt and Prison prison sprite. Those are totally unique to Honor of Kings. One disables turrets, the other locks down mobile heroes like nothing else. So yeah, the spells, they're super familiar, but with a few spicy surprises. You're gonna feel right at home, and maybe even love the new options more. Okay, last but not least, let's talk about how you power up your heroes outside of the game. In Honor of Kings, we have the Arcana system. Think of Arcana as special runes you equip to your hero. Different Arcana provide different stats and bonuses, letting you customize your hero's strengths. It's a pretty deep system that lets you fine-tune your stats for specific heroes and playstyles. Now, in Mobile Legends, you're familiar with the emblem system, right? Emblems are designated for different roles like marksman, mage, fighter, etc. And they provide specific stats and talents that enhance your hero based on their role. So yeah, while they're called Arcana in Honor of Kings and emblems in Mobile Legends, they serve a similar purpose, boosting your hero's stats before the match even begins. But here's the key difference. In Honor of Kings, you can actually customize your Arcana setup, mix and match for specific playstyles, heroes, or matchups. In Mobile Legends, you're more limited. You can switch between emblems and tweak a few stats, but you can't fully customize them like you can in Honor of Kings. That means in Honor of Kings, you get a lot more freedom to tailor your hero's strengths before the game even starts, whether it's extra penetration, attack speed, or survivability. So what do you think? After hearing all this, are you tempted to dive into Honor of Kings, or are you sticking with Mobile Legends for now? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more MOBA content. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.